The following program contains language, images, and/or subject matter that may be objectionable to some viewers. Viewer discretion is advised.
Direct from Albany, New York, it's time for the New Media Zone. With your hosts, Ed and Dave. Tonight, a look at this week's new film and DVD releases. And a chance to win free movie tickets with the poster pair's name. And now your hosts, Ed and Dave.
Hello, and welcome to the 4th season premiere of the New Media Zone.
Are we still new after 4 seasons?
We are new.
All right.
I think this gives us the title of the longest running new show, outrunning the new Dick Van Dyke Show and the new Temperatures Rising, which I watched an episode of on YouTube. And I think the thing that I appealed with that show was it had a nice theme running through it.
Oh.
I think by Neil Hefti, who did the Batman theme. So maybe that was the draw I had with that anyway. But here we are, the 4th season. Can you believe we're in the 4th season of this show?
It is, yes. It's yeah, I don't, wow.
Now, I think we did 23 of the Media Zone.
Oh.
95 to 2018. Does that sound like 23 years to you?
That's, yeah, that sounds like 3
Exactly.
years.
Okay. So here we are, the 4th season. Now, you've been out of work about 2 years
Correct.
now. And I have been 3 years. Now, how did the 2 years go for you? It flies by, right?
It's gone by quickly. I'll look into this camera.
Yeah.
It's gone by quickly, Ed. But let me just state, for the record, not a moment of regret. No matter what anyone else says, oh, you retired too young. You should still be working. You're crazy. This blah, blah, blah. No. I'll gladly live like a pauper and then work. And although I work more now.
And yet you are working.
Yes. But it's not really a job.
No.
The way I look at it. It's a different, 4-hour shifts here and there, and you're out. It's not really. I'm not sitting in front of a computer running reports for commissioners and then getting phone calls. Oh, I need this information immediately. And then you run around like crazy. No. I'm cutting open a box and I'm putting some Scotties on the wall. That's all. That's all I'm doing.
Now, you like this one better, which I thought you would go back to the old one that's opening a new store, but when you reminded me of the rugs you had to lug around, and I did witness that one day over there. You might not want to work at
Rugs,
that one again.
Air conditioners, lots of fairly large items that I just don't want to deal with anymore at my advanced age.
So you're what you said. You retired.
Right.
You're not working at the main job.
Right.
We don't have to do that. So there's one more left in my old office. I saw the next to last or penultimate. We found out.
Penultimate.
Retired just last week. And it's nice to see the dirty, filthy gray carpets are still there from the pictures.
That's nice.
I saw.
Wonderful.
So here we are, the 4th season. Now I was thinking, we're in the 4th season here, Dave.
We are.
Now we got a possibility of 3, and we don't have to stick to these, of course, as we never did. But three possible end of taping dates.
Okay.
We have got a milestone birthday next year.
Yes.
50, we'll say.
Yeah, sure.
We also have 5 years of the show we could do.
Mm-hmm. Which will coincide with that milestone birthday.
Yeah, after, though.
Right.
Just after.
Just after.
So, do we continue the show for another year in between that milestone birthday, or do we go for a possible 2 years to hit that 5 years of this show? You have to ask yourself a question here.
Do you feel lucky? Well, do you, punk?
I would say maybe next year at the birthday, the milestone birthday, would be a good time to end the show. Now, this doesn't mean we won't be putting up new material on YouTube.
Right.
Or that the show will go off the cable.
Okay.
Because we will be able to complete within the next year the remainder of our theme shows, which will take us from 1960 probably to 2000 when we're done.
Okay.
So how many episodes is
Oh,
that?
that's a lot of episodes. What was it? 4 years? That's for one episode. So it's what, 40?
Yeah.
40 episodes.
Right. That's almost a year. That can run like I Love Lucy in perpetuity will be on cable. I always thought we would do the show when they shut down the public access. That'd be a good time to end the show. But they're not shutting it down. So the show must go on in some form, whether we take new ones or not.
Right. But we always have the option of doing new ones just for YouTube.
Right.
Oh, we could do like cursing and stuff?
We can do. We always said we should do a little raunchier show for YouTube. We never did that.
Ooh,
We'll have to think about that too. Maybe occasional things we'll tape.
Right. So we could say things like Heine,
Heine?
Winky. I don't know what else.
Believe it or not, on that Toy show, a word was said a little worse than that by mistake. A little blooper. You'll have to take a look at that show.
Oh, I wonder who said that.
The young host of the
Really?
show. It was a blooper though.
Oh, okay.
But, one of those flubs. Like Trishna Begum comes out with. Have you tuned into that train wreck? No. You watched 13, I think.
I don't watch anything now.
Nothing.
I'm just tired of the COVID news.
Oh, yeah, I have stories on that. Of course, when we go into this, we lose subscribers. Not last time, though, we did.
Okay, well, let me tell you a quick shocking.
Oh, you have...
A shocking COVID story that I read.
Oh, okay.
This is just beyond belief. And it's a quick story, really.
Uh-huh.
A gentleman, young individual, without underlying health issues, contracted the COVID and had to have a double lung transplant. And shockingly, now this is what pushed me over the edge. That made me go, "Oh my God, I can't believe this story." He says, "I regret not getting the vaccine."
Don't they always, though?
That's the thing. I thought about it for a second, and I went, "It doesn't matter what it is, but whatever I did." Well, he regretted not getting the vaccine. He also said he contracted it by going to a concert, which he also regretted going to.
No.
So, no matter what I have done that would be the direct cause of me getting a double lung transplant, I would regret it. It's not rocket science. I'd regret it.
This was a news story, not somebody you knew.
This is a news story that I read. Yes, he regretted going to the concert that he felt he now should not have gone to, and probably should have got vaccinated.
Did he say what concert he went to that was so important?
No, it did not specify the concert.
I got a concert. Apparently, we should continue with that. Did he say why he didn't?
No, there was no further detail. Oh, yes. Actually, there was a line later on in the story of, I think it was possibly his mother, making a statement, and this I've never heard before. I mean, I've heard that people felt like, it wasn't, it hasn't been approved by the FDA.
Yeah.
Now it's approved, at least the Pfizer one, and they're coming up with other excuses to not take it. But now his excuse was, according to his mother, he wanted to wait a little longer, like 10 years, to see how effective. 10 years, really? You wanted to wait 10 years?
You know how long he had to wait? 2 months.
Yeah.
He'll never see that 10 year now.
He said his lungs looked like chewed bubble gum.
Oh.
Yeah, that's wonderful. Don't.
And he thinks he got it at this important concert he went to.
Yes. But I found that, I don't want to say amusing, because there's nothing amusing about it. But the fact that daily there are stories of people having all these complications, health issues, who are then saying, "I wish I got vaccinated," or "I now urge all my followers who I've told not to get vaccinated to get vaccinated." whatever. I mean,
That's the 6 conservative radio host. Did you see that?
Yes.
Who, the Valentine, I remembered his name and a bunch of other ones, telling people not to get the vaccine, it's bad and all this. And yet, on their dying bed in the hospital, oh, please get the vaccine. And the parents and the kids come out, oh, please, everybody, get your vaccine. Let's put this to an end.
Yeah.
And, yeah, concert, that's why you have to weigh your options. If you're going to take a risk to go out there. Now, the last weekend of summer, apparently, I don't know if it was a coincidence or everybody just said, this is it, let's get out and do things.
In that fresh air, too.
Right.
Outdoors, which is less of a threat.
Some of them, yes. Some of them outside. 2 people I knew on Facebook taking a little trip to the Blue Ridge Mountains and Kentucky.
Then the Blue Ridge Mountains of Virginia.
Isn't that kind of a high COVID spot at the moment? Where's that coming from?
I think it's a Laurel and Hardy song.
Oh, yeah, okay.
The Blue Ridge Mountains stretch. But anyway, yes, go ahead.
Yeah, somebody thought it was safe to go out to a AC/DC tribute band.
Oh.
And as far as I know, not vaccinated.
Oh, no.
So I wouldn't go to see AC/DC right now, let alone a AC/DC tribute band.
True.
And then somebody thought it was a good time to go to the Oahu Luau Tiki weekend up at Lake George, that Tiki motel.
Oh, yes, I know that motel, yes. From what I've seen.
Right, you see on the outside with the big tikis.
Yes.
That one vaccinated, one not. I don't know how that happens in a household. But one and not, and one is, and out at the Tiki Hotel for the weekend. But
no evidence yet of any COVID outbreaks. You're just saying these are people taking a risk. Unnecessary risk, you're saying.
One weekend now. Another week, we're all clear from these things.
Okay.
And then...
maybe.
Now, it's closing in. Somebody we went to high school with put up a post. And I guess at our age, we can have a 2-year-old cousin.
Yes.
You can.
Yeah, sure.
I have trouble with that family math there. But so he put his 2-year-old cousin died from the COVID.
Oh, no.
And another one of my friends, who I'm not quite sure who it is, from one of these local actors somehow. She puts up a thing, please pray for my friend who is in the hospital on a ventilator.
Oh.
Not vaccinated. Well, get vaccinated, people. And now, would you go... Most of your family is vaccinated, right?
As I am aware of, yes.
Okay, now would you go to... Now, this isn't my family. The other side. Would you go to a birthday party, which you're not supposed to have right now, really?
Okay.
Remember the drive-by things? And
yes.
It wasn't even as bad as it is now?
Right, right.
People driving by...
honking horns.
Yeah.
Throwing gifts out the window.
There was a birthday party on the same weekend. The wacky weekend. One couple, family member, not mine, couple not vaccinated.
Uh-oh.
Another couple not vaccinated.
Ooh, no.
Another girl not vaccinated. 2 of these couples, one of their kids not vaccinated, has a kid going back and forth to the mother's house. Another one, 2 kids going back and forth, divorced, going back and forth to the farm. Would you go to this birthday party? Okay, yeah. Just checking. And one of these, when the person asked why they weren't vaccinated, at first it was, oh, I don't like to get shots. You know, kind of laughing it off. And the other guy says, oh, it hasn't been approved yet. After the vaccine is approved, have it gotten vaccinated? It's approved now. No, we have our reasons for not getting... One of these birthday parties are going to wipe out this whole thing of the family.
Right.
Nobody is thinking these things through, that the kids are going back and forth to the mother's house, you know, on the divorce weekends. And who knows what they might bring back. They can't get vaccinated yet, 5 years old. I just can't understand it, Dave.
What I find even more, how do I say this? I don't want to say, it makes me apoplectic.
No, there's a big word.
I don't even know if I'm using that right. I am apoplectic at some of the stories I read about the shortage of workers,
Oh.
especially healthcare workers, where it's mandated to get vaccinated, and they're refusing, so that they lose their job. I thought the healthcare workers are the ones that are more aware of the necessity of the vaccines, unless now they're whack jobs too, and I've lost all faith in my healthcare professionals. That now when I go to a healthcare professional, I want to ask them, what is your stance on the COVID vaccines? And if they give me some, oh well, I'm out the door. I'm out the door. I'm not dealing with this. I don't need new lungs. I want out of this.
So this guy had new lungs installed, and he's okay at the moment.
Well, he's still currently hospitalized because he's recuperating. But you have to remember too, you get a transplant of any sort. Now you have to take anti-rejection drugs forever, which compromises your immune system further. So this guy's not, he's not out of the woods for the rest of his life. I mean, clearly getting the new lungs is allowing him to continue to survive for years. But there's other things that you got to worry about. So, yeah, get the jab.
I just remembered I gotta start. I have a couple of the local news stations in the Times Union. I gotta take some of those off of my feed because I just get so aggravated at these morons posting. So I think I took off the Spectrum News. Maybe I'll leave 10 and Times Union. That'll be enough. And I said last week, I can't look at these comments anymore. It's so dumb. And the first one I see, I think it was to do with the nurses having to get vaccinated. And the first thing I see is, well, if you take ivermectin at the start of it.
Yes, a horse dewormer.
Right. So I'm going, oh my God, I got to comment. This is just so stupid. So, of course, first, before I comment, I look at the person's page to see if I see the Trump things, the nonsense all over the wall. And I didn't quite see that, but I saw it was one of our classmates.
Oh.
That I told the story on our Colony show last year that she had the tube top when I was trying to take the test.
Okay.
And I can't think of either name now. She had both up, which is probably better. I don't say the name.
Right.
But okay, Barb. I had to respond as me.
Uh-huh.
I hope Barb has gotten the vaccination. Is not trying to fight off the COVID with herbs and spices and ivermectin. And apparently Barb has not gotten the vaccine. She's now a herbalist and spiritual advisor.
Which is another term for short life expectancy.
Right, and I just responded to that. Good luck to you. It's hard. People we went to school, we got a decent education at Colony Central, and yet we have people fighting off COVID with ivermectin, apparently.
Oh, man. All right, we don't have much of a show left. Let's get rolling here.
We have got half a show left. Right. Now, let's see. This is the regular show, so we're going to take a look at the DVD releases.
Yes.
That have come out.
Oh.
Here they are.
Oh, wow. This is exciting.
The new DVD releases since we've been...
Oh, the collection. What was there, 3 of them?
There was 3. Now, the first one is good.
Yes.
I don't think I've ever seen the other 2.
Well, wasn't one called Oh God, You Devil?
Yeah, that
and was there Oh God Book 3, or was it not?
Book 2.
Book 2.
And then the devil.
So the devil was the 3rd one?
Yes.
Did he play both the devils and the...
Yes, that's him.
Is this right here?
I'm not sure why they're not as sharp as usual this week, but there he is.
The
Oh God
collection. I remember the theme to the first one. It was pretty good.
Wow.
Now this is, I'm guessing, a sequel to Salem's Lot.
Yes, and apparently pretty bad. I never saw this. It was directed by Larry Cohen, who did the Killer Baby movies, which I like.
Oh.
But apparently that vampire isn't even in this.
I never saw the original.
The original is good.
Isn't it from the 70s?
Yeah, 78, I think.
Was David Soul in that?
Yes.
Okay.
And the guy that just died, I can't think of it now. He was good in it, too. In a very scary scene.
Salem's
Forget.
Lot. Was this also a TV film?
That that was a direct to DVD or
okay.
VHS, I think, at the time.
Okay.
Okay, I think I can see what I have to do with this one.
In the Heights. This looks like a young person's. Is it a series or a film?
This was the film, the guy that did Hamilton.
Okay.
It was about the, I want to say Puerto Ricans in the Heights neighborhood.
Perhaps.
And he got in trouble because he didn't include enough dark Puerto Ricans. Apparently there's a whole variety.
Yes, there are, actually.
There is, yeah, but...
as there are Americans, Ed.
Right, but it was one person, I think, pointed this out and spoiling the whole thing that we have a whole Latin film celebrating the diversity, and somebody was pissed off because there wasn't enough.
It wasn't
variety.
diverse enough.
Oh, shades.
The diversity wasn't diverse enough.
Right. We can do that next time. Let's celebrate this.
Did he apologize for it? Because I'm sure he did. Because everybody apologizes for everything.
Yeah, he did feel bad. He didn't include enough of that.
Yeah, it's called acting. Dune. Is this a remake of the original, or is this the original?
There is a remake coming, but this is the original.
This is the Kyle MacLachlan.
Yes.
Dune.
With the guy, the very big guy who was floating around. Do you remember that?
I never saw it.
No.
I mean, I don't know why you would even assume I see films.
You never know.
It doesn't have a giant monkey in it.
Only the monkey films.
Yes. The Last Man on Earth with Vincent Price.
This looks like a good version, because that went into the public domain and you would see it on the dollar DVDs in your dollar stores, but this looks like a nice remastering here.
Jack Snyder's Justice League.
Yeah, this was that horrible Justice League movie, and I think it's Zack Snyder.
Oh, how did I say Jack?
Yeah,
okay.
Whatever. He had to be pulled off the movie.
Oh, was he harassing people?
I think his daughter died.
Oh, that's
So
much worse.
He had to leave, and then nobody liked Justice League, and there was a whole nother version of his, and when they put it up, I'll watch, the other one was bad, I'll watch this one. 4 hours long.
Oh, no.
So I might watch that in hour-long increments, but it didn't look any better than, and apparently others that watched it said it wasn't much better than the other one. Too much. 4 hours is way too much. I did see for the anniversary of Star Trek 4, they brought it back to theaters, Dave. I thought that might be fun for us to go and relive that adventure, but not at this time.
No.
Or maybe not any time.
I'm not going to see any Star Trek film.
Well, we did see the one with the whale,
Yes.
number 4 there.
Did you hear that Kirk there, what's his name?
No.
Shatner. Is going to go up in Bezos's
Oh, no.
thing. And he was the oldest person to go into space. Well, right now he's 90. Who knows when he'll be? If he goes next year, he'll be 91. Looks good for 90 though.
Yeah, I think if you're heavier, it staves off the wrinkles.
It keeps that toupee in good shape. Fast and the Furious number 9, the Fast Saga.
This was the first one they moved last year. They said, we know this is going to be bad. We'll move it a year. And it still wasn't that great a year later. And I guess it did all right out there. But here it is if you've seen the previous 8 ones, I guess.
Oh. H.R. Puffin stuff.
Yeah. This was the movie they made while they were doing the series. Did you watch the Puffin stuff when it was on very early?
I remember a little bit of the Puffin stuff. I remember Martha Ray.
Yeah.
And this one apparently has Cass Elliot in it as well. But I remember Martha Ray.
Martha Ray was on the Bugaloos, I'm thinking.
I don't remember what she was on.
It was all the Sid and Marty Krofft.
Yeah, it's all the same. But I remember the HR. I remember the theme song too. Which
HR Puffin stuff. Yeah. And he had white cowboy boots on for some reason. Yeah. The dragon there.
I used to like the Hair Bear Bunch.
Yeah. I like that theme too.
Crocodile Dundee trilogy. Interesting that this comes up, Ed. I just read a story on Paul Hogan was interviewed, and he said he mentally retired after doing Crocodile Dundee because it was so successful. He felt I didn't really have to put much effort into anything else.
Huh.
But he has continued to make films in Australia too. He's made some films in Australia, a couple of good ones too, as he's aged.
I think he should have retired after the first one because we didn't really need the trilogy, did we?
No.
I must have seen the second one, but the third one, no.
Right. Yeah, the third one I think took place in L.A. maybe, or
Yeah.
Skullduggery.
I don't know if I've heard of this one. Have you, with Burt Reynolds?
I've heard the term. I don't know if it's in reference to the film.
And this might be something new. Like, it's not quite apes, but it's monkey people they go and find in the woods.
Huh.
With Burt Reynolds.
I may have to see that.
May have to look at that one. Now out. So I don't know if it was out on anything else before this, VHS.
Ooh. I Dream of Jeannie.
Now, this is on Blu-ray, which I've seen a couple of shows on Blu-ray, the old shows, because they were filmed. If they're filmed, they look good on Blu-ray. But if they're on that cheap videotape, like, you know, All in the Family.
Mm-hmm. I like I Dream of Jeannie.
Yeah.
Better than Bewitched.
Yeah, I watched Jeannie.
I think I saw maybe the first of these films, The Purge. Nothing since then. There's 5 of these?
5.
Oh, dear.
The latest one was out, I think, during the COVID here, and there's a whole collection if you haven't seen the whole. I haven't seen one.
I saw the first one. Oh, no.
Did we see this in the theater? When
I don't know. That's Cruz, Mia Sara, and Tim Curry with the giant horns, which, I don't know.
And Billy Barty, I think, was one of the little elves.
Oh, he may have been. Yeah. Yeah, I think, I remember I saw this, and I remember being mystified at how incredibly bad this film was.
Yeah, they changed the score or something. The score was bad, and they thought he wasn't cast well. But there's some good effects in there.
Well, the horn's that big, you'd think he wouldn't be able to move his head. Is this the newer one?
This is the original in 4K for those of you that love. I think Blu-ray is fine, as I've discussed before, but this 4K not really taken off as far as I can see. Of course, did you ever get into DVDs either?
No. Nothing. Nope.
4K for Halloween.
Oh, now this is good. You've got. I just saw Dracula, the original, the other.
Yes.
Well, when this show is going to be.
Was it Svengoolie or was it?
Yes.
Yes.
I watched that.
I want to say I liked that better than I've ever seen it before because there was a score, a French score they put in.
Oh, was it?
Because there's no really music in that Dracula.
Right. Just like Frankenstein, I don't think there's music in that, the original.
No.
Very little.
Yeah.
I'm toying with the idea of purchasing a Frankenstein figure for $134, Ed.
Which, the model, is that? Or did you see something else?
No, I don't know what it is. It's on Amazon. I looked at it and I'm like, I almost hit purchase.
Oh.
But I didn't yet. It's in my cart.
You have to show me which one that is.
All right.
There's some out that are like 50, but I haven't seen that one.
No, this one looks good. He's got. I think it's like the son of Frankenstein that outfit he's got on. I'll if I can use my phone here, we'll see if I can find it. But Wolfman, Lon Chaney Jr.
Yeah, another thing. These things are so old and grainy. I don't think they would look good in 4K, enhanced that much.
I don't know.
We do love all the films, though. Now, we'll see you next week with what we're going to call is part 2 of the 4th season opener.
Okay.
We will see you then.
The New Media Zone has been a Cable 2000 production.